All right, everybody. So today I was craving Chipotle. And so I figured, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and prepare stuff here at the house to make it a little bit healthier, obviously, and be able to control what it is that I've got. Now, I'm trying something that I've never had for the first time before, this tofurkey plant-based chicken Thai basil. And so this is what it looks like here. I went ahead and chopped it up a little bit more just so it would be, a little bit more smaller pieces. Decided that I would use the whole wheat flour tortillas, and I'm going to use the black beans with no salt added, and figured I would use some of that salsa that I had already that was cut up. I would add some pepitas to it. And then probably, depending on how I'm feeling or whatever else, I'll add some of these spices or whatever else to the mix while I go. I'm gonna start with the high heat avocado oil and go ahead and spray the bottom of my pan. Just wanna get a little bit of oil there on the bottom. I love having that spray, or I also will sometimes use my misto, but I have one of those cleaning or whatever else right now. I'm using this neck phone holder or whatever else too, so I'm trying this out for the first time, but decided I would go ahead and get the onions into the pan as it's already been heating. And so probably a lot more than I need. It's probably a good medium size onion. It was actually two smaller ones, but so that's why I'm saying it's probably like a medium size there. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. Let that go and let that heat a little bit here. Get that to go. I'm gonna turn the heat up a little bit. And I'm just gonna wanna let that cook for a minute or so and get that down. So yeah, that's one of those things. I love Chipotle, and I love that you can get a bowl or whatever else too to kind of make it, healthier, so that you're not eating the tortillas or whatever it is that they have. I'm sure they're full of calories and that kind of thing. So again, when I was trying to decide what I was going to do over the weekend when I was purchasing, I said, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get these little these whole wheat flour tortillas or however else. Always trying to think ahead of what can I do to make things a little bit healthier along the way. So decided that I would do that. So let's get these onions cooking a little bit. And as you could see here on the link, I've got one of those little fake lemon, or not lemon, the lime. Can you believe it? The store that I went to over the weekend didn't have limes. They were out, so I had to make do. And it was what it is, right? I mean, you just kind of have to roll with the punches as it goes. So let's get that going. I really want to get that going. So yeah, so I just figured I would go ahead and throw some stuff together. I really don't know, because some of these spices I've had a little bit and I don't really know. I've never really used them before. And the fact that I've never, ever tried tofurkey. And in fact, my vegan niece, I would always make fun of her because of always getting the tofurkey and stuff like that during Thanksgiving or whatever it is. But of course, now with me trying to really make changes that I'll be able to sustain. So it's again, I'm not deleting Chipotle out of my life, and of course I or burritos or tacos, things like that. I'm just wanting to control it a little bit more, make the ingredients or whatever else with stuff that I can make it at home, and try to make it a little bit healthier, and that way I can really know that I'm enjoying it, and really using better ingredients all the way around. So hope that makes sense. But yeah, I've decided, I guess, that I would go ahead and cook the vegetables a little bit or whatever else first, and then eventually at the end I'll add that tofurkey at the end. So because I would imagine that that's all pretty much well, it probably didn't even need to be cooked really because you know, plant-based. But again, you know, you want to have it warm through and you want it to be good. So I've never tried these spices before and I've always wanted to. I don't even remember exactly what store I got them from, but a mango habanero and the cilantro lime. Now, of course, they are going to have a little bit of salt, and that's again why I also try to choose like the salt-free black beans when I can, because I want to try to be able to, you know, control that a little bit, because I know I'm going to be using it in some of the spices. So again, that was the organic mango habanero. And I probably got them at Publix, but I'm not 100% sure. It has been a while. And then this is the cilantro lime. So I'm going to roll those in there. And I know some people just cannot stand cilantro. I love it. So I'm going to make sure I get some in there. And I don't know, I got this from, I believe, Trader Joe's, some of the black garlic. So I don't know, why not? Just going to throw it in there. We'll see. It's supposed to add some of that umami flavor and everything else. So, okay, I have got the onions going. And I do have that heat now up really high, so I'm going to go ahead and get that really going now, which is what I like to see. And so I'm going to add, I think, a little bit more of the oil right in here in the middle. And I'm going to go ahead and add the next one that's going to take a little bit longer than some. It's going to be these celery. Now, do they have celery in Chipotle? Probably not. I certainly don't remember it ever being in something there, but I figured I would go ahead and add those in. I had organic ones, because there are certain vegetables or whatever else that I like to try to get organic if I can. Just because, again, I'm trying to cut out a lot of those herbicides, pesticides, whatever they, you know, whatever they are, whatever else. And if you don't spend a lot of time cleaning your vegetables and getting them, you know, get the pesticides and herbicides off of them, then really, quite frankly, you're ingesting that. And, you know, if it's something the bugs don't want to eat, then why would you or your family want to eat it? So, okay, so got the celery and the onions going a little bit. I figured the peppers usually wouldn't take as long either. And so I figured I would wait until the end to add those. I'm going to add a little bit more of that avocado oil. And I'm going to drop these in, because they go so much quicker usually. So now I'm just going to kind of give it another little toss. I think I put enough seasonings in there. And of course you can always add some more as you need to when you're actually plating it, if it doesn't have quite enough for you. So I am thinking that's good. I'm going to go ahead and let's see, I'm going to add in the black beans first. And I went ahead and rinsed those earlier. Going, and again, I want to get that in there and really get it to heat through. So I didn't think about it, so I've got the stove light there too, and that will help. You know, I'm learning, right? Little by little, I'll get this all down. So, all right, and then here comes this tofurkey I've never had. Dump that in. And as much of that seasoning and flavoring and whatever it is I can get in there. And we will get that going. It sure is smelling good, and everything is kind of coming together. The one thing that I really love from Chipotle, obviously, is going to be that cilantro lime rice, which I could have added some rice or whatever else to this, but I figured, you know what, I really don't think I need to, because there's already so much in there. And I'm going to add some of these pepitas in there. And again, they're also a little bit salted as well. So again, happy that I'm using the salt-free black beans, just so I don't have to worry about that. But I just wanted to add a little bit of that in there just to give it some texture and some crunch, or just a little bit of a bite, I guess. And so really that should be pretty much it. I'm going to take a little bit of this lime and I'm just going to squirt it in here. And you'll probably hear it trying to pop a little bit there in the pan. But yeah, I think that's kind of heated through and it's smelling good. So we'll have to kind of see how it goes. Turn off this heat. And alright, so I'm going to use the plate that I have over here already, and I'm going to just take these two and I'm going to put them in the middle like that, so that way I can take some of this. In fact, I'm going to move this over so I can take this off the heat. But then I'm going to go ahead and just start adding a little bit here into the center. That's probably good. I decided this is my first meal for the day, so I figured I would go ahead and have a couple of these, and I'm getting ready to do my walk, so that should be good too. So I'll be able to put that away, but I think that that's probably a good amount. And then what I'll do is open up this salsa, and like I said, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit to it as I plate it here. So just going to add a little bit right there, give it that little bit of a fresh zing. One of my tips also with salsa, because I love salsa too, and I love making, I mean, not only do I love having, them with chips, chips and salsa and that kind of thing, but I also will sometimes use it as a salad dressing when I really just don't want to use a lot of the high fat options that are out there, because you get such a burst of flavor from the salsa, and it really doesn't have any fat or whatever else in it, and so that way you're having a great little meal there. So okay, I am going to dig in, and I will touch bases with you all later. I hope that this helps. I'll put it in the comments or whatever else how I liked it, because again, it is the first time that I'm going to be eating it, and I'll see you in a bit. Love you guys. All right, so I'm back, and I'm actually deciding I'm going to go ahead and taste it right here in front of everybody, just to kind of give my impressions on how I like it. So, tofurkey, here I come. Okay, I'm glad I like that I put the pepitas in there too, because again, it gives it a little bit of a crunch, gives you a little bit of a texture there. And the flavors aren't that bad. It is something that I could see myself having, every once in a blue moon. That's what it looks like here. It is interesting. I'm glad I have it mixed into something like this or whatever else. Tasting just that piece of it that I did, it did taste like almost like a boiled chicken in the spices or whatever it is. So, in a pinch or whatever else, that's certainly a good option when you're trying to lower your calorie intake. Plant-based is certainly the way to go when you're wanting to add a lot more food to your plate, but bring down that caloric density. of the amount of food and the calories that you're taking in. So I hope that helps you all, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish this so I can start my walk. I love you guys. Have a great day.